5 ways to show that you're not taking your spouse for granted. Hi friends, welcome to Marriage Realities, a comprehensive relationship channel. Today's video will be talking about the 5 ways to show that you're not taking your spouse for granted. What exactly does taking for granted mean in your marriage? You're taking your spouse for granted when you fail to be appreciative about his or her contribution towards your family. You're taking your spouse for granted when you hold yourself away from family duties. You're taking your spouse for granted when you're not supportive towards his or her emotional needs. You're taking your spouse for granted when you overlook his or her problems as though it does not concern you. When you commit these sort of relationship blunders in your married life, it does irrevocable damage to its stability. It is because when you display that your spouse is not doing anything special, it makes him or her completely turned off against you. Your marriage is an intricate relationship full of emotions and expectations from both. When the emotions of both are constantly hurt by each other, you cannot hope that your marriage would remain stable. If you want your marriage to work, you should stop taking your spouse for granted. On the contrary, when you show your partner that you value his or her presence in your life, it turns your marriage into a literal heaven. What exactly are the ways to show your partner that you're not taking him or her for granted? The number 1 way to show that you do not take your partner for granted is being supportive. Today, this modern world is hectic and merciless. Your work-related problems squeeze you dry of your energy. This is what happens to your partner also. Both work yourself threadbare for the betterment of your family. You're not a robot who will do all your duties without expecting support from your partner. Your partner too is not a robot to do all family duties without expecting support from you. In fact, both are dependent on each other for your emotional support. You want your emotional needs to be supported by your partner, but you do not extend your emotional support to him or her. This is pretty insensitive of you, isn't it? If you want to make your marriage work, you must be emotionally supportive when your partner is feeling down and out. You must be consoling when your partner is shamed by others. You must lend a warm shoulder to your partner when he or she direly needs it. When you instantly show your life partner that you're always there for him or her, it does your marriage massive good. It is because your emotionally supportive behavior instantly shows your partner that you are not taking him or her for granted. The number 2 way to show that you do not take your partner for granted is appreciation. Most of you feel that there's nothing to appreciate your partner for fulfilling his or her duties. You're wrong if you feel so. Your partner was not born to do duties for you. When your partner behaves duty conscious, it shows how much he or she cares for you. You thank your friends or colleagues even for the tiniest help. You thank even strangers. But strangely, you will never dream of appreciating your partner. This is a relation blunder you should never make. You must understand one simple fact. When you appreciate your partner, he or she instantly realizes that you are observing all the good things about him or her. So, your appreciation makes your partner feel valued by you and transform your married life into a blissful coexistence between you. The number 3 way to show that you do not take your partner for granted is by listening. When you do not listen to your partner, you send an indirect message that you're not bothered about what he or she thinks. When you do not listen, it makes your partner feel suffocated at his or her inability to share his or her feelings with you. Unless you listen to your partner, you will not know his or her thoughts, feelings and ideas. So, you must always listen to what your partner has to say to you attentively. It means that much to your marriage. When you listen to your partner, you will know the ideas he or she has about any family problems or relationship issues. Do not commit the mistake of mind reading your partner. Mind reading will always make you assume wrong things about your partner. Instead, listen to the emotions and feelings of your life partner. And when you do so, you will see him or her in a new light. Your listening sends a powerful message to your life partner. I'm not taking you for granted. The number 4 ways to show that you do not take your life partner for granted is by discussing. When you do not discuss family issues and your plans with your life partner, it feels bad to him or her. It is because when you do not discuss your plans with your partner, he or she is in the dark about your intentions. When you do not discuss money dealings with your partner, he or she feels left out in your life. When you never discuss the relationship issues happening in your married life, your partner feels stifled by his or her suppressed feelings and emotions. On the contrary, when you discuss your plans with your partner, he or she feels good that you value his or her ideas. When you discuss money dealings with your partner, he or she feels you give him or her importance. If you do not discuss any of your family issues with your partner and take your own decisions, he or she feels you're taking him or her for granted. When your partner feels that you're taking him or her for granted, it spells danger to your marriage. The number 5 ways to show that you do not take your partner for granted is by explaining. Most of you do not understand that you owe an explanation to your life partner. You coolly yell and shout at your partner but do not explain the reason behind your anger. There are times you come home late from your work but you do not explain the reason behind your coming home late. You might think that these are non-significant relationship issues which do not affect your marriage in any way. You're wrong if you feel so. When you do not explain the reason behind your anger, your partner assumes that you're treating him or her more like a punching bag to vent all your frustrations. When you constantly come home late out of your official work time without explaining it to your partner, it will only make him or her feel doubtful about your activities. A simple explanation from you will remove the thought that he or she is being taken for granted from the mind of your partner. You must understand that every single quality of your marriage counts. You must also understand that every single relationship issue has the power to destroy your marriage. A very grave relationship issue that kills your marriage is the taking for granted issue. The taking for granted relationship issue makes your partner feel that he is being used and discarded by you. This is the reason you should always make your partner realize that you value him or her as a very important person in your life by making him or her feel listened to, loved and cared by you. Did this video make you understand the magical ways to make your partner feel that you're not taking him or her for granted? Marriage Realities will have many such relationship eye-openers. Subscribe to my channel to understand your marriage in a new light. Press the bell icon for updates about my latest relationship videos. Make love forever until death do us part your relationship goal.